Here's a sign that pretty much encapsulates this argument. I am absolutely fascinated with this sign. Look at this. Check this sign out. So is freedom more important than safety? That fascinates me. Is freedom more important than safety? This is pushed out there as a way to suggest that yes, actually it is. It's rhetorical. I mean, there really is a way out of this whole entire false dilemma. I mean, perhaps you can be against gun confiscation or Second Amendment detoothing without leaving children defenseless. I mean, for instance, what about security? I actually think, to the contrary of that sign, freedom allows for you to be safe. Freedom secures safety. How about, for instance, competent law enforcement? Can we discuss that instead? How about better training for officers? How about making it as hard to get into the front office of a school as it is to get into a bank? I mean, nobody thinks about that. People are always suggesting to me that somehow it's easier to get an AR-15 than it is to get cold medicine. I mean, seriously, think about that. I've seen signs that say it was easier to get this poster board or easier to get an AR-15 than the poster board of which my sign's made of. All of this is just baloney. But let's use that same logic. It's easier then for me to walk right into the front office of any public school in the United States without so much as a knock or a doorbell ring than it is for me to get into the snack area of a movie theater. I mean, why is that? I hate to borrow the rhetoric here and the false equivalency, but doesn't anybody care about the kids? I mean, of course they do, and so do I. So maybe it's not about choosing between safety and natural rights. Maybe it's not about security versus defense. Maybe it's not about my freedom to own a firearm being more important than a right to be alive. Maybe I own a firearm because I believe in the right to be alive and the right to live. Maybe all of these things can coexist at once. In fact, we've spent 200 years proving that they can all coexist at once. It's like that bumper sticker, but it's real. It seems like the only time problems are really coming up is when the gun control lobby gets their way and makes sure that there are no weapons of defense anywhere on the premises. This whole gun-free zone, which is basically a giant bullseye painted on a soft target. You don't have to choose between kids and guns. Guns don't have rights. People have rights. And if you could go back in time and put one thing, just one thing, in the hand of a teacher that day to defend those students, what would it be? What would you hand them? You know as well as I do what it would be. And so do those screaming that we want dead kids.